The great fights with your strongest rivals are always the biggest motivation. When you win easily, it's not the same taste. The most important thing is to have a good relationship with the bike. You have to understand what she wants. I think of a motorcycle as a woman, and I know that sounds silly, but it's true. We have the 2004 M1 here for reference, which is useful. It worked well here last year. We won the race and always did fast lap times, so it will be interesting to compare it to the new bike, and it will help us to understand which parts have improved. In 2002 the Yamaha was at more or less the same level as the Honda, better in some ways, worse in others. But in the winter of last year, between 2002 and 2003, Honda made a big step forward, and it seemed as if Yamaha couldn't quite match that improvement. Once the races begin, it's more difficult, and there is never that much time for testing. Maybe the bike is more dangerous, but the passion for the car for me is second to the bike. Also, when I started racing, he knew a lot of people, and it was more easy for me to find the first bike, so I have a good chance for sure. In my opinion, we're at the limit now, and 17 races is really too much. With all the testing that we do now, it means we're always on the bike, and it's quite difficult. It's a big advantage, because understanding what changes we might make takes time, and it takes time to work out settings and to understand everything about the new machine. Once the races begin, it's more difficult, and there is never that much time for testing. I never raced for records. The motivation to try to beat the record is not enough to continue. You have to enjoy it. I was lucky. My father raced bikes. He gave me the passion very early. I had my first bike when I was 3 or 4 years old. My father raced bikes. He gave me the passion very early. I had my first bike when I was 3 or 4 years old. I would have probably stolen cars. It would have given me the same adrenaline rush as racing.
Maybe if Graziano make another work or another sport, I wouldn't have had this passion to be a rider. To win the championship in the first year will be hard. We need time to become competitive and win races. The work that we do during the winter is very important. We have a new bike, and it's important to develop it during this time, and we start with this test. I have a lot of energy after 2 a.m. I like to sleep in the morning. I have some problems at the start of the day.
Luck is one thing. It has always been there. It has always been a part of my success. It's a part of everyone's success. Without it, you can't be successful. But luck is something you have to stimulate, something you have to nurture through the choices you make. That's why things have always worked out for me. Things work out not just because I'm lucky, but because I plan ahead. I figure out what I want and I go for it. I've always spent a lot of time trying to surround myself with the right people, the kinds of teammates who could lead me to my goals.
I'm Valentino Rossi, and I want to be a person, not an icon.